Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you 5 tips that I use to plan a productive work week. So if you're interested in productivity, just keep watching. So the first tip that I want to talk about is having a game plan. You really want to go into a week already knowing what it is you have to accomplish and do. So for me, I like to write everything down either on my iPad or on a Google Drive or whatever you like to do. Just pick something that you can stick with. I like to switch it up and things like that. So I would definitely recommend whatever kind of device you like to use. Write every single thing that you have to get done. How many workouts you want to get done this week, what exams you have to get done, what assignments, what due dates are approaching that you need to make sure you have all your ducks in a row so that you can accomplish what you need to accomplish. Literally write down every single thing you can think of. Going to the grocery store, getting gas, getting your hair done, getting your nails done, every little single thing that you would like to accomplish for that upcoming week, definitely write it down in one simple place. What this does is it allows you to just pretty much brain dump everything that you're stressed about or worried about. You can just have it all down so you know you're not going to forget because you can just refer to that list. And that is something that has really kind of helped me to decrease the amount of anxiety I get with having so much to do, especially even anyone that's in some type of professional graduate program knows how many different things that you have going on at once, and you really want to do your best to structure and organize everything so you have it in one place. You know, okay, this is what I have to do this week. This is what I need to get done. Amazing, beautiful. My second productivity tip for you guys is to organize that game plan. You really want to not only have everything, yes, on a sheet of paper, but you want to structure it. I 100% recommend calendar blocking. I personally use Google Calendar to calendar block. I also have my planner that I transfer my things that I put on my Google Doc or whatever I use to brain dump, and I transfer it to my planner and also my Google Calendar. Google Calendar allows me to calendar block. So literally calendar blocks, okay, this is when I'm doing my workout. This is when I'm eating lunch. This is when I'm taking a break. These are the times that I'm studying. This is the time that I have this class, and this is the time that I have to go into pre-clinic. This is the time I have to go into clinic. Every single hour of my day is booked with something, even if it's just, this is the time that I am choosing to relax. I put it in there so that way I'm able to see where my time is going, and that I'm able to say, okay, yeah, I have some free time here, or oh no, I don't have free time there. So being able to structure and organize that game plan is really going to allow you to be successful and see where it is you're spending your time. I've learned that if I don't really calendar block, then I'm not really sticking to that game plan that I gave myself. I have a list of all the things that I want to do, but I'm not executing that game plan so that I'm able to get as many things done as I possibly can. So highly recommend doing calendar blocking, and I can definitely do another video on that, on how I calendar block, because it can be a big task to accomplish and things like that. But I 100% would recommend calendar blocking and putting all of your ducks in a row so that way you are able to see, like I said, where you're spending your time. Also just makes planning and scheduling meetings and date nights and things like that 10 times easier. My third productivity tip is so important, and it is to self-reflect. I think that a lot of the times we just go into each week and are kind of just in our little mindless routine, but I think it's so important that after and before every week we are self-reflecting. So you want to self-reflect and say, okay, how much of my tasks did I accomplish? How was my mood? How was my workout? How did I eat? Did I feel, tired throughout the day and things like that? Really reflect on how you felt that week and do it before your week starts. So my self-reflecting days are Sundays, and Sundays I just sit and I say, okay, from, last Monday to this Sunday, how was my week? How did I feel? Was I tired a lot? What did I do differently from last week that, I liked or didn't like and things like that. When you self-reflect, you're able to grow as an individual and you're able to make those self-improvements that you want. If you don't self-reflect, then, sometimes you can find yourself not knowing why you feel the way that you feel, and it can make you feel less motivated or less productive and things like that. So allowing yourself to self-reflect and say, okay, what went well this week? What are things that I can improve on for next week? And having that kind of reflection on yourself really allows you to stay focused, stay motivated, and it's just really good to be able to help with productivity and things like that. So I definitely recommend self-reflecting, but also to remember to be kind to yourself. You don't want to self-reflect and say, oh my gosh, I didn't study nearly as much as I should have, or oh my gosh, I didn't get in as many workouts, or whatever it is you want to be mad at yourself about. Remember to be kind to yourself, because at the end of the day, all of us are just trying to do our best. And if you didn't perform at the level that you wanted to perform at, that's okay, because you have a whole nother day, a whole nother week, a whole nother month to improve. That's why I was saying before that it's so important to self-reflect so that you know where you stand and you know where you want to be. My number 4 productivity tip is self-care. And yes, self-care is different from self-reflecting. Self-care, you are just focusing all on your body, mind, and spirit. And you really just want to give yourself a day, at least one day, that you relax and you just do things that you like, do things that motivate you. Read a really good book, watch a really good documentary, go get your nails done, go get your hair done, go play sports. Just do something that relaxes you and makes you feel good about yourself. Hang out with someone that you absolutely love and adore. Spend time with your animals, a dog, a cat, something that you like to do to give yourself that feeling of self-love and self-worth. Because at the end of the day, if you don't feel good inside, then you're not going to perform at that optimal level that you want to perform. You have to, on a constant basis, give yourself self-care. So for me, I like to give myself self-care at least once a week. That self-care is so important because it allows you to remember that you are only human. You have to take care of yourself, and you have to sometimes be selfish and focus on you and what you need. Being a dental student is extremely stressful, and I've noticed that when I say, oh, well, I don't have time to work out, I don't have time to get my nails done or something like that, and then I'm stressed, and then I end up getting burned out because I'm just trying to go and not focusing on what it is that I need. And we need to make the shift. We need to focus more on having the mindset that if I don't have my health, if I don't have, my mindset right, then I'm not able to perform at my optimal level. I'm not able to give myself the benefit of the doubt. You're just not going to perform as well as you can. We always think that being able to relax or go on vacation or just do something for yourself is a luxury, but we really need to be thinking about it as a necessity in order for us to succeed in life. I know it's super hard. I still struggle with it. I'm always trying to go, but I've really tried to implement having at least one self-care day where I just do what I need to do to just decompress, relax, and minimize the amount of stress. So my 5th and final productivity tip is to hold yourself accountable. This is something that I have really been working on doing. I think it's really helped with my mindset and things like that going into my work weeks and things like that. So holding myself accountable, what I do to kind of prepare for that is I practice positive mindset affirmations, and I tell myself this pretty much on a daily basis, but especially on Sunday, which is my planning day to prepare for my week. I really like to hold myself accountable. When I do my self-reflection from the previous week, I say, okay, what is it that I did that I, maybe prevented myself from not getting to where I wanted to be that week? What did I do? What can I change so that I'm able to have a more productive week, so that I'm able to remain more organized? And I try to really focus on the things that I can control. The things that are out of my control, they're out of my control, and there's nothing that I can do to control the situation. So those aspects of my week, I try to say, oh, well, this happened, but I'm like, wait, is that something that I can control? And if it's not, then I say, okay, whatever, that happened. But if it is something that I can control, like say, oh, I stayed up a little bit later, and so I set my alarm to wake up later instead of pushing myself to wake up early so I can get my workout in so that I could feel better about the next day. That's something that I can control. If it's, I scarfed down a pizza instead of making a healthy salad or smoothie for lunch, that's something that I can control. The things that I can control, I hold myself accountable for. But the things that I can't control, I say, you know what, I can't control it. And, that may suck, but I'm focusing to put my energy into things that I can control. And when you worry about the things you can control and you hold yourself accountable, you're able to grow as an individual because you are taking full responsibility and accountability for your actions. If you don't and you blame the things around you, you blame the people, the environment, the circumstances, then honestly, you're gonna be really bitter about certain things and you're not going to realize the things that you personally need to change in order to get to where you want to be. And I think that it's definitely a harder tip to kind of implement into your everyday life, but I promise you, once you start holding yourself accountable, you'll be able to see your strengths and your weaknesses more clearly, so that you're able to go into your work week, your school week, whatever it is that you want to do to make your week more productive. You're able to do it because you held yourself accountable and you know exactly what it is you need to work on. So those were my 5 tips on how to plan a productive work week. If you guys liked it, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and let me know down in the comments below which tip was your favorite or which tip you're planning to implement this week. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.